Hey singers, thanks for watching this video. When I create a YouTube video, I create it with a certain group in mind. And this video is for those that are beginners and learning to read music. I do these videos so that I can use them for my own students at Utah Tech University, but also for your benefit if you would like them. So if you're interested in learning about intervals, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Okay, we're going to start with the perfect intervals. Perfect intervals are those intervals that sound open, sound pure, like the octave. Okay, it's the same note except up one octave higher, 8 notes above. Okay, the perfect fifth sounds open as well. And the perfect fourth. All right, now let me show you a little something about these perfect intervals. We'll go ahead and start with our middle C, okay, or Do if you're in the key of C major. If you go down that 4 pitches, counting the first note as 1, Do, Ti, La, Sol, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a perfect fourth. Okay, so let's draw these. You say, well, how is that a fourth? Well, let's zoom in just a little bit here so you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting the lines and the spaces. Okay? If you don't count the lines and the spaces, then you're not reading the music correctly. All right. So now, what happens when I take that bottom G? So let's redraw this. Take that bottom G and leapfrog it up to the top right here. Okay? That is called a perfect fifth now. That's an inversion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so a fourth always inverts to a fifth. When you add up the numbers, they should add up to a 9. Okay, so a fourth inverted becomes a fifth, it should add up to 9. Okay, or a third inverted becomes a sixth, that adds up to 9. All right. So the octave is 8 pitches. So 8 steps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So that inverted down, like I said before, would just land right on top of this, and that would become a unison. Whenever a perfect interval is reduced by 1/2 step, it is a diminished interval. So let's go look at our perfect fifth again. There's our perfect fifth. If I take that and add a flat to that note, it becomes a diminished fifth. All right, now you can say, well, diminished fifth, that's the same, or a G flat is the same as an F sharp. Yes, but you have to look at where the lines and spaces are to know whether it's a version of the fourth or a fifth. And let me explain that a little more. So here is Do, Fa, okay, or a perfect fourth. If that goes up one interval to a sharp, okay, these are the same, called enharmonic equivalents. This one is a fourth, and this one is a fifth, a diminished fourth and an augmented fifth. Now the symbol for diminished is also just a little circle, like the degrees sign, and then an augmented symbol is a plus. All right? So let's, basically the perfect intervals, if you go up 1/2 step, it becomes an augmented. If you go down 1/2 step, it becomes diminished. All right? So now let's go to the major and minor intervals. They are just a little bit different. Okay, so we've got our middle C again. Okay, let's go to a major third. Okay, E. Do, re, mi, do, mi. Okay, it's a major third. If that interval was to be lowered by 1/2 step, by adding a flat, it does not become a diminished interval like the perfect did when it was lowered. Okay? It becomes a minor. So now this is a minor third. Notice I'm doing an uppercase and a lowercase m. If that note was to be lowered again by using what is called a double flat, then it becomes a diminished third. Okay, now that diminished third is going to sound just like a major second. Do, mi, do, me. Okay, and don't worry about the solfege. We don't really sing double flats, okay, all the time. So, okay, it sounds just like do, re, but it's down 2/2 steps from the original major. Okay, let's look at this again. The major going up, remember in perfect, when it went up 1/2 step or expanded by 1/2 step, it became augmented. That's exactly the same for major. Okay, so if I was to write an E sharp, do, mi sharp or E sharp, okay, sounds just like a perfect fourth, but we still have 1, 2, 3. It's not a fourth because the note itself is still, the notes are showing it's a third. Okay, don't worry about why this is the case. If you want to learn more about that, you can click the tag above and see a video talking about double flats and double sharps. All right, so quickly, let's just review this. So we have major intervals that go up 1/2 step become augmented. Okay? Major intervals that go down 1/2 step become a minor interval, and down another 1/2 step become a diminished interval. I hope that this video was helpful and didn't confuse you more than you already were. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You'll find my email in the description below. Take care and hope to see you soon in another video.